Hi, my name is Chris Clark and I am a judge for the Chicago Metro History Fair. Today I'm going to be walking you through a website that I think does a very good job of being interactive. I'm here in the Chicago History Fair website. We are on the Making History tab, and we are down here at Websites and Website Examples. So feel free to go to this site and review other websites. But today we're going to look at Robert McCormick. So we're going to click on that link and here we go. Here's the home page. One of the first things I look for is just good organization, and I can get an idea of that from the tab structure across the top of the home page. Here for Robert McCormick we have background, some military history, his free press ideals. We move then to rights, responsibilities, significance and legacy, and finally our research and resources, which tells us where the process paper and the bibliography are. Here's a nice portrait of the man, and we're going to move down this home page, and here we are at the thesis statement. It's nicely highlighted, it's very clear, to the point. But here's where we get interesting. Here's a film clip, so let's click there and see what we get.
Colonel Robert R. McCormick thrived on conflict. His epic battles, including ones with Franklin Roosevelt and Henry Ford, built his Chicago Tribune into the most widely read full-size newspaper in America.
Okay, we can see from that this is a big picture introduction of this man, so this is a good place for it to be. To the right of that, we have our first slideshow. Now, when I click through this, I see the front pages from the Chicago Tribune during the time Mr. McCormick was in charge there. So that really gives us a nice sense of time. And moving down to the bottom of the page, here's a great link that takes us right to the next page of background. So we have another film clip here. Let's click on that.
During breaks from school, Bertie would rush back to Chicago to the estate of the man he admired most, his grandfather, Joseph Medill. The two would take long walks, during which Medill would impart the wisdom of his years in running one of the wealthiest and most influential newspaper.
So that was a good example of some good background information. We move down a little more and we have again the design element picked up from the thesis, so I know that this is the voice of the student who is bringing all of these very different multimedia presentations and information together to tell their story. We move down to the bottom of the page and we can click forward to go to the military background. But right now I'm going to go back to the top and we're going to click on responsibilities. So right off the bat there's a quote by Robert McCormick. Just take a minute to read that. And then right here we get very interesting. I'm going to click on this audio clip.
Some would say that the press, the journalist, is the only profession that's protected specifically by the Constitution. So to me, there's a lot of responsibility that goes with that.
This is really great. This tells me that the student has taken it upon themselves to make a call and get interviews from, in this case, Sean Healy, a First Amendment expert. So we can move down. Here's another clip. Here's a second part of that same interview, so I know the student has edited this interview and placed the appropriate information together. We're going to just click and kind of go through this. Here is another audio clip, and here is another interview, not done by the student, but it also is a good example of how to bring different kinds of interactivity and multimedia into your website. More film clips. Again, here's the student's voice bringing all of these elements together. We'll click forward again to significance and legacy, and I can see that the student has really taken time to edit and put the appropriate information together under the appropriate tab and with other information belonging with that. We're just going to click here to the resources and research page. So we can click to go to the process paper, to the bibliography, and here the student has even added a link to get Apple QuickTime in case as a viewer I don't have that application. So you can see you can use film clips, audio clips, slideshows, images, just to bring a more interactive experience to your viewer. So feel free to go to the Chicago History website and check out that page that has many examples of what a good website is. Thanks, and I hope to be seeing your project soon.